What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be putting in this bridge and getting the rear suspension all put back in, and finally throwing in all of the hydraulics to get everything finished up and get everything rolling, and do a quick check on everything to make sure everything is good to go before she is delivered back to the owner. So I'm going to jump right into this and lift the car and show you kind of what's going on. If you've been following previous videos, you'll know that I already got these plates put in and bent into position right before putting the bridge in. And because you can't really weld to the top of the frame very well on the back side of this, what I do, and I've done it several different times in different ways, but like this, you weld around the edges, of course, but I also drill a couple of pilot holes, and when I go to squeeze it together, these are pretty good size, probably about the size of about a dime, something like that. And I'll squeeze it together and then give a nice little weld right in there and a weld right in there. So it kind of helps that the fact that it's not really welded along the top. But I'll end up grinding this down flat and making sure that it kind of looks pretty good. But then we're gonna slap the bridge up in here and get it all put into position and get it all welded up. So I got the bridge tacked into place, and I went ahead and threw the cylinders in just to kind of get a idea of how it's going to flow when the rear end is jacked up and everything like that. And you can see right now that I've already put the cylinders in, I've jacked up the rear end, and the first thing that I notice is that I'll put it right on it so you can see it. All right, so you can see that the right cylinder looks pretty good straight up and down, but if you look at the left cylinder, it's cockeyed. It's going diagonal to the right, leaning towards the center. Now, judging by everything that I've ran into on this car so far, my guess is that the power ball was welded in the wrong spot. So I'm about to lift this thing up and find out if that's the case. So let's get her lifted up, and I'm gonna take a tape measure and take a look. All right, so the best way to go about this is to use the drum as a point of reference. And we got what looks to be, let's call it, let's see, about 9.5 inches. About 9 inches. So I was exactly right. All right, so that means that this was welded 1/2 inch too far that way, which doesn't seem like much, but it definitely is enough. We're gonna end up cutting this off, sliding it over 1/2 inch, and hopefully it doesn't mess with our down chain mount that they've already got in here. Now, got it cut off. Didn't take a whole lot to get it off because the welds were kind of crap, but anyway, cut it off, got it all cleaned up and everything as best I could, and cleaned off the spot where it's going to go. And I was actually kind of lucky. I was about to throw this thing on there and start to figure out where it's going to be at, and I went to grab the cylinders to put it in. And I know that y'all haven't seen this yet, but he's got, when it was put together, it was two very goofy looking deep cups. You got just some old style, but two different styles. I don't know why, for what reason. But anyway, as luck would have it, I don't throw anything away, so I've got at least one that is similar to what this is. So I'm gonna clean up both of those, and once I get everything put in, clean up both of those, and get it all tacked in and put in, and then get the rest of the bridge welded up and get it going from there. So got this one moved over, re-welded, got the bridge all the way in, and while I was down here, went ahead and chopped these off and drilled the holes for the chain mounts, and I'm sure you can see everything. And there you go. And of course, after all the work is done, my son showed up to help, or to get in the way and use my tools. So now we're going to drop the car and start knocking out the trunk. All right, so we got the bridge in and got everything locked in. Looks pretty good. It's not as low as we want it to be, but we are going to probably cut the springs just a little bit. We have a little bit of room there to play with. But before we do that, we're going to throw everything in and get everything working again, knock out completely everything else that needs to be done on this, getting all the setup and everything back together, everything working properly, so that when we go to adjust the trailing arms and cut the rear springs, we want to make sure that everything is working properly and we don't cause a problem before making sure that the drive shaft and everything's not going to be in a bind or anything like that. So that's it for today. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and comment in the comment section below, and I will see you probably tomorrow.